Coming up in court today.
I followed the rules, I did what I was supposed to do, and next thing I know, this guy who doesn't even know me went and told management about how I was lazy and how I did terrible jobs, I had complaint, and after all, I have like 6 employees of the month.
In the court system, justice is not always just. That's why they bring their disputes here. Real people, real problems, real justice. Justice is eye for an eye.
The plaintiff is suing the defendant after being bypassed for a promotion. The defendant claims the plaintiff is jealous.
I am the plaintiff today. I'm suing my coworker for stealing my position, and this is my job, and I'm gonna make him pay. I'm gonna win, and the judge is gonna believe me.
I'm the defendant, and I'm gonna win. I'm being sued today by an employee who did not get the promotions, being sued for lost wages. I gotta take time out of my day to come here for this stuff, and I'm gonna win today.
All rise!
Terry Crocker, you are suing Andrew Carson. You're saying that he slandered you, you lost wages, that he's been spreading lies about you, so you lost your promotion. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
You were going to be promoted assistant manager, but because of his remarks, you did not.
Because of this dirtbag.
Okay. Mr. Carson, you're saying you only told the truth and she is a lousy waitress, and that's why she didn't get the promotion, correct?
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay, tell me about it, Mr. Crocker.
Well, Your Honor, how's your day today?
It's going great. How's your day?
You know, this dirtbag stole my position and defamed my character, you know, to the upper management. I have proven just beyond control of all my qualities that I have given to this company at Holland McPhee.
Okay, first of all, let me answer some questions. What do you do?
I'm a waitress.
Okay, and how long have you been there?
3 years, Your Honor.
Okay, and what happened? You were up for a promotion?
I was up for a promotion, and this scumbag went and told lies to the management about me.
Okay, and what do you do at the restaurant?
He sleeps in the
I am the assistant manager, Your Honor.
Sleeps in the... Okay. Oh, you're assistant manager now, but she's saying you took her promotion. What did you do before you got the promotion?
He assist.
I was a waiter.
You were a waiter. Okay, both of you were waiters, and there was a position open for assistant manager, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, you applied for it, and you applied for it, right?
Correct, Your Honor.
And tell me why you think he got
Your
it
Honor,
over you.
Not to interrupt.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I applied for it. He just kissed up for it.
All right.
Your Honor, she might have the skills for the job, but she doesn't have
You know
the
what?
customer
He was talking to me.
follow-through.
Thank you very much.
All right, to go ahead and tell me what you're saying he did to sabotage your promotion.
Well, I followed the rules, I did what I was supposed to do, and next thing I know, this guy who doesn't even know me went and told management about how I was lazy and how I did terrible jobs, I had complaint, and after all, I have like 6 employees of the month.
Your Honor,
He's just jealous. I am talking
You got 6, well, no, you're gonna get, now, come on, show some respect here. All right, what do you have there?
I have 6 employees of the month, but I only bought 3 because I didn't want to brag too much.
Okay, give that a big Sugar Ray. All right. Did you get any employee of the months?
No, sir, Your Honor.
What was that? I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
I asked him. All right, she's got 2. She got it in June, May, and April. She got employee of the month, and that was signed by the manager to Terry Crocker. Okay. Tell me what happened. Tell me your...
Your Honor, there's been numerous of times that we've had to have other waitresses cover her tables because she's been in the industry for a while, so she knows all the loopholes.
Would you go around spreading rumors about her to keep her from getting her promotion?
No, Your Honor, that's
He's
not
just
correct.
jealous of me, Your Honor.
How do you know he was spreading rumors about you?
Because I was told that there was a complaint by him saying that all the people were against me because I did such a great job, and he just wanted my position.
Did you go around making complaints about her?
No, sir, Your Honor. We've had several different
Your Honor,
waiters
he
come
just
by.
has a lot of brown on his nose, if you know what I mean.
She disappears sometimes for the time that she's supposed to be waiting on the tables, and when it's time to collect the tip, she's there to collect the tip and doesn't share the tips.
But you were both equal waiters at the time.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Did you go tell manager that she was doing these things, or did you go tell anybody?
Well, I've had times that she's done that to me also,
And did you go tell someone about that?
Yes, I had.
Prior to you becoming a promoted assistant manager?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so...
Your Honor, all I can see in this whole case is that he's just a talebearer, and he's just going around trying to spread gossip like he's the paparazzi, and we know that's not the case. He's not even qualified.
All right, let me ask you something. Who's that back there?
This is my manager.
Okay, come on in here, please, ma'am. So you're the manager of the restaurant?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and he's assistant manager?
Yes.
Now. Okay,
now
and she's still a waitress at your restaurant,
yes,
right?
Yes, she is.
Okay, tell me, did both of these two apply for the assistant manager job?
They both applied together because it was a time for an opening, so I had to evaluate one against the other and making a decision who would be best for the position.
Right.
To assist behind me in my absence, yes.
And how much difference in income are we talking about between assistant manager and waiter?
Variation in income about $5 to $10 an hour.
Okay, difference.
Different.
Between...
A lot
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
Okay, and did anybody else apply?
These are the only two of my staff that have been there for a long time who had the qualification to apply for the position.
Okay, and she had been there for how many years?
She's been there for about 3, and he's been there for about 2 years and a few months.
Okay. All right, and so you got both of them. Did he tell you some rumors about her to influence your decision?
Well, my position as manager, oftentimes employees come to me and speak in confidence about their issues or about their goals in the restaurant.
Right.
Your Honor, that was just talebearing. He wasn't speaking in confidence.
Excuse me.
Okay, tell me your side. How do you think he influenced her enough to get assistant manager?
He would constantly always go around, tell her how I supposedly got complaints and how I didn't wash my hands before I served dishes and, you know, different things like that. All because
Honor,
he wanted to brown nose her.
All the accusations that was placed against her were accurate.
On the
I've witnessed them.
You know, Your Honor,
What
I
else do you
have in my possession, I have a comment card from the customer.
Okay, Big Sugar Ray, hand me that too.
They complained about what poor service this young man had. He went to the restroom and didn't even wash his hands. And we know that there's a health code and a violation.
Did you bring any evidence on what you considered on who should get the promotion?
Well, yes, I do.
Okay, what did you bring? A videotape, oh.
Your Honor, I'm not aware of any evidence against me.
The plaintiff is suing the defendant after being bypassed for a promotion. The defendant claims the plaintiff is jealous.
All right, Mr. Carson, she submitted a comment card from one of the customers saying, attitude of the waiter, poor. Our waiter, Andrew, was never around and offered no service. The food was fine, but the service was awful. Did you get a copy of this, ma'am?
No, I don't
The
have
comment card. Did you
No.
give this to any management or anything?
I received it anonymously.
Oh, you received it anonymously. Okay. Do you remember getting that?
No, sir.
You don't remember getting that?
No.
Okay, ma'am, tell me what kind of, what did you consider in making a decision on who can get a promotion?
Superior customer service, those were some of the deciding factors. Timeliness.
Did the comments that Mr. Carson made about Ms. Crocker, did that play any part in your decision on promoting him to assistant manager?
It played some part of the decision. It made me look into and evaluating her a little closer than I had before.
Okay. And did you bring any evidence on what you considered on who should get the promotion?
Well, yes, I do.
Okay, what did you bring? A videotape. Oh.
Your Honor, I'm not aware of any evidence against me.
Well, she's got a videotape. Big Sugar Ray, bring me that videotape. Bring me that videotape. All right, so she's got a videotape, and this is what made your decision concrete?
That was my final weight and the fact.
Okay, well, we'll look at this video when I get right back out. Thank you.
Why didn't you go to the manager when he was talking bad things about you?
I went to her and told her what the situation was, and my character was already ruined, so I couldn't just defend myself without any evidence.
All rise!
All right, you said this videotape was your final decision maker on why you promoted him instead of hers. I haven't looked at it, so we're gonna put this in and play it, okay, Big Sugar Ray? Okay, play the tape. Is that you, ma'am? Is that you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Miss Crocker. Okay, you dropped something. You dropped it on the floor and then put it back on the plate and served the customer?
It's a 5-second rule.
Oh, my goodness. Well, ma'am, now I know why you did not promote her and you did promote him. I mean, everything she said is obviously not true, and she's obviously not a clean person.
Your Honor, it wasn't even on the floor for 5 seconds.
It doesn't matter. You're obviously not, and what he was saying about your hands, probably not, you probably didn't wash your hands after you went to the bathroom or anything. If you did something like that, I don't think you're a very clean person. You don't need to be working at a restaurant and serving customers, you know? All right, so Big Sugar Ray, what we're going to do, your case against him is dismissed. He didn't slander you. It's obviously the truth. Big Sugar Ray, we need to teach her how to be clean. I want you to take her back in our kitchen, and she needs to learn how to be clean, so she's going to wash all of our dishes. You take her on back. Wait a minute, I think, ma'am, is there something? I think your manager wants to tell you something.
You know, I'm very sorry, but you're fired.
Blame you. I don't blame you. All right, take her on out, Big Sugar Ray.
The people that I deal with are close friends of mine, and they're not hesitant to give me money when I call and ask them for any...
But somebody's got to prove to me who stole the money. Nobody's talking my language here. What evidence do you have that she stole the money?
The plaintiff is suing his former bookkeeper for embezzlement. The defendant denies all charges.
Donald Smart, you're suing Sherry Meekum, claiming she stole funds from your charity, the Knights of Acadia. You're the president, and she does the bookkeeping, correct?
Correct.
And there was $11,380 stolen, correct? All right, tell me, and you're saying you did nothing wrong, correct?
For sure.
Okay, tell me what happened.
Well, basically, every year we have a fundraiser, basically to handle and to some of the medical bills of needy children. This year, Cassandra Pierce, a little 10-year-old girl, daughter of Buck and Connie Pierce, she has a brain tumor. At any rate, we managed to have a fantastic fundraiser. We raised in excess of $60,000. It was just fantastic. But when the medical bills came in, we actually went to fund those medical bills. We didn't have the money. We were short the figure that you mentioned. So after looking at our records and the bank's records and going over the ledgers, I realized there was a real problem. And I said, we have to take care of this. We have to find out what's going on, because our donors and our vendors and the city and everybody's going to be upset if we can't do this, and we may not have a good fundraiser in the future.
And what were you going to do for the girl with the money?
Fund her surgery.
Okay.
Yeah.
You were $11,380 short?
We were $11,380 short. Yes, sir.
Okay, you're the president of the company?
Yes, I am.
And what was your title, ma'am?
I'm the bookkeeper.
Okay, what is your side?
Pardon me?
What's your side of the story?
Well, my side is that he's trying to get me to quit the company so he can embezzle this company. So
You're saying he's the one embezzling?
Yes, he's absolutely the one.
Well, tell me.
And I'm the one who went to him to tell him about the missing money, and that we should have more money in our accounts than we do.
Is that true? Did she tell you first?
No, she did not.
Well, how did you find out?
I found out when our checks started bouncing, when the bank actually called me and said that our checks were not going to clear.
Is that true, ma'am?
I don't know. I have no records of that at all.
Tell me what your side of the story is.
The side of my story is I've been a bookkeeper for this company, which my grandfather started 20 years ago.
Okay.
And there is everything on the up and up. And
well, what evidence do you have that he stole it? I mean, you're the bookkeeper. If anybody would know if someone's stealing, it's you.
Well, actually, there's not really that much evidence that says that I didn't do it. But what he's trying to say, Your Honor, is that I stole the money when I didn't. I have friends in the that have helped our organization for years and years, and it's just a.
Okay, well, tell me what proof you got. What did you bring here? You've got a briefcase here.
Yes,
What's
sir.
in there?
Okay, just 1 second.
And, sir, you might as well go and get your evidence out, too.
Oh, okay, I will.
have a letter from a letter that I sent to the dairy barn, Michael's Dairy Barn, that says that we had the Knights of Acadian was given $3,500, right? Well, see, Your Honor, because I've been well known in helping the needy and people with their bills and things of this sort, people know me in the industry.
Okay, well, tell me what that has to do with anything, $3,500. What does that have to do with anything?
Okay, well, it's a letter that says
they get 35. Did you get the $3,500 from them?
Sir? Actually, we did. On that particular account, we did, yes.
Yes.
There were a number of different contributors. That was just one of many.
Yes, and the people that I deal with are close friends of mine, and they're not hesitant to give me money when I call and ask them for any...
Well, somebody's got to prove to me who stole the money. Nobody's talking my language here. What evidence do you have that she stole the money?
Well, basically, I have our ledgers. I have the total accounts of the total amounts of the monies that we received.
Okay.
And that's on my ledgers, and then I have my bank statements. Now, there is a little bit of difference here and there.
Well, how was the money taken? I mean, do you have checks she forged, or what happened? Well,
I have documentation on our ledger where she's taken certain things out, like, in other words, if someone is offering, I don't know, let's say porta potties, for example, they're going to give us a percentage free, but then there's certain things, taxes and whatever, that we do have to pay. And she would take out more for those miscellaneous fees. So over a number of different accounts.
So you got checks made out of miscellaneous that you're saying she kept the money?
I'm saying that she did, exactly. In other words, if we got $3,500 in for something, and let's say the actual outlay that we had to put out was maybe $500, she may give $700 in the ledger and keep $200 of it herself. And over a number of accounts,
give me all those ledgers. Give me all those big sugar. I'm going to have to look on. You got anything else?
Lying.
You got anything else, sir?
He says his
Okay, what evidence? He's got his ledgers, which I'm going to have to go back in my office and look at all this stuff. What do you got?
I have people that are well known in this.
You've said that. I don't care if they're well known. What evidence? Somebody's saying you stole $11,380, which is a criminal offense. You better start defending yourself, man.
Okay, well, let me start.
Okay, no, you better start. We ain't got all day.
Okay, I know we don't, but let me just explain this to you.
Okay.
Your Honor. The only thing I can say about those books is he's been messing with them.
Your Honor, this goes to the root of the story. She's been with this for 20 years, and she's been sifting off the top for years and years and years. I'm relatively new here, but I have looked through those books, and I have seen tons and tons of errors and discrepancies, and I'm basically calling her on at this point.
I mean, the checks bounced. The checks bounced. There was supposed to be the money in there, and they bounced, and there's money missing. There's $11,300 that we know of missing. Do you have any proof to say that you didn't take it?
I have no proof to say that I didn't take it, but what I do have is my reputation. My reputation of 20 years in this business, and Mr. Smart has only been president of the company for 3 years. I have been with this company for 20-something years, and the books are always right.
Well, anyway, I've gone through the books. I've looked through it. There is definitely some suspicious activity going on here. There's miscellaneous charges unaccounted for. There's undocumentation. He knows for fact $11,380 is missing. There's probably more missing. This is supposed to be a charity organization that's supposed to be helping kids with brain tumors and surgery. First of all, I'm going to refer this over to the police department. I'm giving them all the ledgers. I'm giving them everything so that they can...
Thank you.
And, ma'am, if I was you, I don't think I'd say another word, because you're going to be investigated on this. All these books are going to be investigated, and the police are going to get called in. So that's my verdict in this case. We're going to call the police.
This is ridiculous.
Yes, it is, but this is what you get from the court here. Have to make everything clean in a restaurant.
People often ask me, do you have to stop and help someone in an emergency? Generally, you have no duty to stop and help anybody, but most states have enacted Good Samaritan laws. What that means is you cannot be sued if you stop and help someone. This is to encourage people to help people. If you've been a victim, don't get revenge. Bring it to my court.